Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Andrea Sopinanukul, and I am your sales director for Oceania Cruises based here in Southern California. For anyone who is not familiar with Oceania Cruises, we are a worldwide cruise line visiting more than 600 destinations around the globe. And I know one of the hardest things you have to do as travel advisors is matching the clients with the right brand. There are many different cruise lines out there. All are fantastic for the right guest. And at Oceania, we know that our guests tend to have cruised in the past with about 4 other brands. And what they're looking for is a cruise line that offers smaller ships, more included value, but still providing them the wide variety of destinations. And I think that's exactly what Oceania does. Our 3 main pillars are our beautiful, small, luxurious ships, which are anywhere between 600 to 1,200 guests. They are all country club casual, so you can leave ball gowns and tuxedos at home. We also have the finest cuisine at sea with such a huge culinary focus. We have 1 chef for every 10 guests on board. And then we have our award-winning itineraries that visit more than 600 destinations. And the nice thing about these voyages is that they're designed to not repeat, so oftentimes you can link cruises back to back to back. Now when it comes to value is very personal, but I think Oceania has created a very unique value proposition that can be valued by almost everyone. Your World Included is our always offered program, which includes specialty dining, so you can enjoy all of our specialty dining restaurants with no cover charges. We have no fees for room service. All of your non-alcoholic beverages are included. We include Wi-Fi, which is now Starlink fleet-wide. I used to love getting to go on a cruise, putting away my phone or laptop for a week or longer and being completely disconnected. That's just not the world we live in today. Now we can stay in touch with your family or friends at home, as well as business if needed. But I think the most important valued item is our shipboard gratuities. So we definitely include that and make sure that our crew is taken care of. In addition to shipboard gratuities, then you can customize the package if you want to add on a beverage package. We have our prestige beverage package that you can add on, as well as shore excursions, which depending on the length of the voyage, you will get a discount if you add on so many shore excursions. Then with our ships, we have beautiful small ships ranging between 600 to around 1,200 guests. And when you compare our ships to other premium brands, they are much smaller, but they have a lot of the same big ship choices. And I'll talk more about that in a moment. When you look at the 3 different classes of ships that we have our Regatta class, which are our smallest ships with just around 340 staterooms. We have the Oceania class of ships, which these were the first ships built specifically for Oceania, our Riviera and Marina, which are just over 600 staterooms. And then the newest class of ship to join our fleet, which is our Allura class. Vista joined our fleet in May of 2023, and we're really excited to introduce Allura, which will be joining our fleet this coming July. And in fact, we do still have some space left on her inaugural voyage, which is July 18th. And this will be sailing from Trieste to Athens. So if you are interested in being on an inaugural voyage, now is your chance. And I also want to highlight one of her other voyages, which is between Athens to Rome. And this is a Condé Nast Traveler voyage. The editors and writers from Condé Nast Traveler reviewed all of our voyages, and they selected certain ones that have ports that really stand out. This itinerary specifically is a Condé Nast Traveler voyage because it overnights in Istanbul. I love itineraries that overnight because you get to experience a city and a destination and see it a little differently than it is at night. This is also a destination that has one of our culinary discovery tours. And so on our culinary discovery tours, you get to go ashore with one of our chefs. Here you would go to one of the markets in Istanbul, look at all the different spices and roasted nuts. You also then get to head over to a local restaurant and learn all about the delightful Turkish cooking. Now, on board our ships, we do have a lot of big ship choices, as I mentioned. So in addition to having multiple bars and lounges, we have nightly entertainment with Broadway-style production shows. We also have a casino, which is unique for ships of our size. We have quiet places as well, including our library, or my favorite place to enjoy is the spa. Then we also have different onboard enrichment programs with different speakers on various topics, whether it's science or astronomy. We also have different presenters speaking on nature. But I definitely want to highlight our solar eclipse cruises that are taking place in 2026. Our marina will be positioned for 100% of the solar eclipse. We will have an astronomer on board who will be narrating the eclipse. We will have special presentations. We'll even have special food cooking classes. I'm not sure what's special about an eclipse cooking demo, but we should get on board and find out. In addition to Marina, which will have the 100% eclipse viewing, we do have 3 other ships that will be positioned to be within 90% of the eclipse. So definitely want to review these different itineraries and see which one might fit your schedule and be most appealing. On board, we were the first cruise line to introduce an onboard cooking school. So our culinary center is available for 24 guests. We have various different classes that are available. We have our chef instructors, which teach these classes. We have introduced new classes here this year, including a brunch class. So you can enjoy different brunch dishes and cocktails that accompany them. But my favorite is a dessert class. Our voyages tend to be very port intensive, so it's nice to be able to go ashore during the day, explore, come back on board, enjoy dinner in one of our fabulous restaurants. I never judge anyone who has 2 desserts, so go enjoy dessert at the restaurant and then head over to the culinary center to make another dessert. It's all paired with wine and is a really fun way to spend an evening on board. Then we also have our culinary discovery tours, which these are tours that are led by our chef instructors. They are small group tours with no more than 16 guests. I was recently on a cruise to the Caribbean. I had been to Cozumel many times, but I did one of our culinary tours, which was a tequila tasting and taco pairing class. And so it was a lot of fun to go to a local restaurant, make tortillas, make different tacos with those, and then pair them with the different tequilas. And it was a really fun way to spend the afternoon there. Now, when it comes to cuisine, Oceania is known for having the finest cuisine at sea. We have an incredible partnership with Jacques Pepin since the beginning. He serves as our culinary ambassador, and he mentored our 2 executive culinary directors, Chef Alex and Chef Eric, who are both master chefs of France. And then Giada de Laurentiis, who is the godmother of Vista, is also head of our culinary advisory board along with Jacques. Now, Jacques has been a very important part to Oceania. His restaurant is on both Oceania Marina as well as Oceania Riviera and has been incredibly popular. We've heard the feedback so much that we are adding Jacques to Allura when she debuts here in July, and we'll be returning to Vista. We'll be replacing Ember with Jacques starting in October. Now, I think we spend so much time talking about the different specialty restaurants aboard Oceania, which are fantastic, but so is our grand dining room. Our grand dining room is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No reservations are required. Menus rotate every single day. And in fact, when Allura debuts in July, we will be introducing more than 200 new menu items. Now, when it comes to destinations and where Oceania sails, I like to say, if there's an ocean, there's a pretty good chance we can take you there. Our voyage planners have done an incredible job blending both marquee destinations as well as some boutique ports of call, which are really fantastic for experienced cruisers. So you get to experience something new as well as an old favorite. Now, one of our newest deployments is our 2027 Around the World cruise. This has 3 different options. The main option is 180 days between Miami and London. If you want to continue, you can sail 244 days all the way Miami to New York. And if that might just be a little too long, you can do 127 days between Miami and Doha. When booking one of our full world cruises, you will also receive our exclusive prestige package. In addition to all of the Your World included amenities, you will also receive medical consultation, a visa package, luggage delivery, and a pre-cruise hotel stay. And then you get to pick what's important to you, whether it's adding on our unlimited wine, beer, and spirits package or a shore excursion credit. Now, if you're looking at these world cruises and thinking, I would love to do that, but I don't have that much time, we do have segments which are available, and that is part of our 26-27 Tropics and Exotics collection, which is open now. Some examples of these in the different regions we sail to include Asia and Africa. And this is a great way to experience two of the largest continents. Here's an example of our sailing between Bali and Bangkok, which overnights in both Bali and Singapore. I, again, love voyages that overnight. One of the evening shore excursions that you can enjoy while in Singapore is a visit to a food market. So you would get to ride the streets through a rickshaw, get to explore all the different food markets, enjoy dinner here, and then sail back on a water taxi to the pier. Another region that is included is the Caribbean, Panama Canal, and Mexico. This is where you'll have an opportunity to really find some shorter sailings with Oceania. Most of our voyages tend to be a bit longer, but in the Caribbean we do have 7-day options, which could be a great way to try Oceania maybe for the first time. Then in South America, this is a destination where Insignia will be sailing her farewell season. She will start sailing here in South America. We have an incredible sailing up the Amazon River, which people will ask me sometimes, does Oceania do river cruising? And I say no, unless it's the Amazon River. This sailing does overnight in Manaus, and guests have an opportunity to explore the jungle here and get a really good experience of the Amazon. And then my favorite would be the South Pacific. Beautiful islands here. We have incredible sailings around Fiji and Tahiti, Australia, New Zealand. Here's another example of the sailing between Sydney and Bali, which does overnight in both Cairns and Darwin. Then when you are booking one of these new Tropics and Exotics voyages by June 30th, we do have an early booking discount of up to 10%. And I can't cover every single destination, but I do have to highlight another one, which is one of my favorites, Alaska. Alaska is a place that most cruisers probably have already been to before, but I love Oceania's itineraries because, as I mentioned prior, they include some of those marquee places such as Juneau, Ketchikan, but they also introduce some new destinations, such as Claw Walk, which if you're not familiar with Claw Walk, I'm not surprised. Oceania happens to be the first cruise line calling here. This is home to Alaska's first cannery and home to less than 1,000 full-time residents. One of the tours you can do here is a taste of Claw Walk, which you get to sample some of the locally harvested seafood, and it's all paired with wine. Then another sailing I want to highlight too is our incredible Food and Wine Best New Chef sailing this August. So we do have several themed voyages based around culinary. One of these here, as I mentioned, is the Best New Chefs Cruise. Aisha Ibrahim, who is the head chef of Canless, which is a restaurant in Seattle that's been around for 75 years. She's the first woman head chef. She will be on board doing special pairings and special cooking demos. It's a really nice way to get to experience something new while sailing to Alaska. Now for advisors, we do have our gift card incentive running right now. Any 2025 booking you make between April 14th and May 31st in a Veranda or higher, you can earn a $200 gift card up to $1,000. So for 5 bookings, you just want to make sure you register your bookings by June 14th. Now we also have several different promotions and offers available right now. Currently, we have our fleet-wide sale, which is available until the end of June and is on all voyages departing by the end of March. This offer provides up to 30% off. It includes our house beverage package, which is beer and wine at lunch and dinner, up to $800 in shipboard credit, and a 50% reduced deposit. We also have several voyages that are available for solos at a reduced single supplement, as well as for past guests with up to a 10% savings. And then for advisors, I want to make sure you're aware of some sales tools that we offer as well. Oceania has our Oceania Cruises Amenity Program, which we refer to as OCAP. These are your consortia dates that have $250 shipboard credit. These are combinable with other shipboard credit offers also in place. We also have brochures available. So we have our Travel Advisor Guide, which is our brand brochure. We have our Voyage Collection out available right now. We have our new Around the World brochure, as well as a mini brochure for Alaska. And every quarter we do have a Your World Included magazine, which is a great reference tool and sales tool. It does include voyages that have space and are typically selling during that quarter. And then come to me with any affinity group. We have an incredible group program. Groups do not have to be hundreds of people, though I love groups with hundreds of people. If you just think you might get 8 bookings on a voyage, come to me first. We can go ahead, set up a group. We lock in our lowest public rate, not promotional rate, and that is your rate for the lifetime of your group. We can add some amenities that make it more interesting and appealing to your clients. And if you don't sell all the space, it doesn't matter. There's no penalty to you. We don't change the rate on you. We just hope that you get enough bookings that you earn a tour conductor credit. So for any advisor who has clients who are currently sailing with a premium brand, I definitely say question them, find out what they liked about their last vacation, whether it was a cruise or a land base, and really what they're looking for out of their next vacation. I don't ever want people to assume they want the exact same experience. We all kind of change. And I think when we do look at our guests and who they are experienced cruisers, mostly coming from premium brands, but they do want more included value. And I think our Your World Included program really does deliver on that without the nickel and diming that maybe they faced with other brands. No charges for non-alcoholic beverages, no charges for room service, no charges for specialty dining. Having shipboard gratuities included is a really big value to most clients. So yes, there are a lot of different toolkits available right now. I think the one that does tend to get overlooked though would be our OCAP voyages. Those are your virtuoso dates that have $250 shipboard credit on. I would definitely look at that digital calendar, or you can download the flyer, and those will highlight those voyages as well as any hosted sailings as well. So there are lots of toolkits out there, and I think the one that gets overlooked most frequently is probably our OCAP dates. Those are the ones that your consortia has $250 shipboard credit on. This can be a great sales tool to close the sale and really sets you apart from another agency. And those, you can download the flyer as well as look at the digital calendar, all on our Travel Advisor Center. And those will also highlight any hosted voyages as well. So for anyone who has not tried Oceania yet, I think the one thing I would send them to really kind of spark their interest is information on our solar eclipse sailings. Those are very unique voyages, have such a great opportunity to experience something differently than you would maybe on land. And we have such incredible onboard programming, whether it's with astronomers or different NASA experts that will be on board, that I think really can start people thinking about Oceania maybe if they haven't in the past. So affinity groups with Oceania, I think a lot of people think immediately of food and wine, but another idea for groups would be bridge groups. I've had lots of success with bridge groups. Our ship is set up very well to take care of this and accommodate them. They can play bridge in our specialty restaurants that have tables that are the right size. And depending on the voyage, we may already have a bridge host. So if you just want to reach out to us and we can review the voyage and see if we already have a bridge host or if it's something you would want to bring your own. So we do have, more than 600 ports around the globe. I really think every voyage pretty much has a unique port of call. I definitely say look at Alaska because this is a destination that most people probably have already sailed to, but our itineraries have so many ports of call that aren't typically included, whether it's Plawwalk, Haines, Wrangell, Kodiak. So you can still visit some favorites while still experiencing something new. Also in Northern Europe, specifically around the Baltic, our itineraries are very, very interesting there. And South America is another one which I think is really unique, has opportunities to go up the Amazon River. And then I always highlight though too our sailings around Tahiti. In the past, honeymooners always want to go to those overwater bungalows, but it can be very expensive, especially food. And I like to remind people when you're on a cruise, our ships are always over the water. So I think, when talking to clients, it's always important to find out what it is that they're specifically looking for out of this vacation experience. If they want, a bunch of sea days and they want pool parties, Oceania might not be the right fit. But I think if they're really looking for very port-intensive itineraries, if they want really great accommodations, they want to still have entertainment on board, and they want an amazing culinary experience, we're probably the right fit for them. So I would love to challenge everyone to send some piece of information on Oceania to one of your clients, whether they're celebrating a milestone. I think send them the full world cruise. They might start thinking about it, even if they can't go this year, maybe they'll start thinking about it and planning for years in advance. I also think send families, anybody who's planning a multi-gen trip to Alaska. Oceania might not have kids centers, but we are very family friendly and we do have kids programs available on all of our Alaska dates as well. So I would like to challenge everyone just to think of one client who has not sailed with Oceania before and reach out to them with some Oceania information. And so with that, I want to thank you for your time and I appreciate your support of Oceania.